A long time ago, in a galaxy far away, turmoil engulfed the Vacuum Republic. Made of steel, weighty fabric, and tiny motors with lackluster suction, these vintage vacuums were a galactic drag. Then, pursued by one brand, vacuum technology from Tineco is restoring faith and vacuum freedom to the galaxy. Meet Tineco Pure One Station 5. Its base is like a Death Star for dirt, and with strong suction, automatic emptying, and an ultra-lightweight design, the vacuum itself is a powerful force. It not only uses lighting to pinpoint dirt, it eliminates it. And with 12 layers of filtration to combat allergies, you don't need to sound like this anymore.
I am not your father. I am Erin from Tech Gadgets International, and in this video I'm going to take a look at all the amazing properties of the Tineco Pure One Station 5. I'll show you exactly what you're getting with this combination vacuum and base station with automatic emptying. I'll also take a closer look at the special filtration options and how they help keep allergens at bay. I'll put it through my special array of cleaning tests, and then I'll wrap things up with both the pros and the cons of this vacuum so you can see if it might be right for your galaxy. I mean your home. I would like to say thank you to Tineco for becoming an ongoing annual sponsor of my channel. Though the company is paying me for my time, it hasn't told me what I have to say or what I can't say, and I got to test the vacuum out on my own terms, so you can consider these thoughts on my own.
I'll leave the Star Wars theme aside for a little bit here and get to it. Let's take a look at what's in the box. This vacuum is kind of a 3-in-1 device, so unboxing there are several parts and components. First out of the gate is the motorized brush head with its anti-tangle roller brush. Next, the removable and rechargeable battery. Two key components of the vacuum are next, starting with the combination tool, which is both a crevice tool and a dusting brush, followed by the extension tube. The tube lets you use the vacuum as a full-sized stick vacuum or remove it and put the attachments directly into the motor for a handy handheld. Speaking of which, the main motor unit with dustbin attached is next, and it feels both sturdy and lightweight. In the bottom of the box are 3 pieces of the Pure One auto emptying and charging station. There's a top section, the main base unit with its extra large capacity dustbin, and in the box underneath the rest of the cardboard is a base plate. Everything assembles quickly and easily. Just stack the pieces of the base station onto the plate until they click into place, then plug it in. The vacuum assembles by sliding the battery pack onto the bottom of the motor handle, then you can click the extension hose and cleaner heads into place. The vacuum will slide into the top of the dock, and a small clip holds the bottom of the vacuum firmly in place too.
While we let it charge up, let's take a look at some of the filtration elements, and then I'm going to get to my cleaning tests. Tineco says there are 12 components to the filtration, and that's what should make it ideal for capturing allergens. There is filtration both in the base station and in the vacuum itself.
Starting with the base station, we have the first 6 sets of filtration. There's 2 sets of cyclonic force, which pulls debris away and traps it within a larger filter. Then ever smaller filters and 2 sponge filters will trap finer particles. A HEPA filter located in the rear of the base is the final line of defense that prevents fine dust, pollen, and other allergens from escaping back into your home. The vacuum also filters particles too, thanks to the built-in cyclone and large mess filter. Air will then pass through a second cyclone and 2 levels of sponge filter before ending at yet another HEPA filter. If you're keeping tabs, that's another 6 filters in the vacuum for a total of 12 stages of filtration. Both HEPA filters and the sponge filters are replaceable and should definitely be replaced yearly depending on how often you vacuum.
Anytime I test out a vacuum, I put them all through the same tests. I'll use them around the house for a week or so just to see what the overall experience is like day to day.
Then I'll vacuum spills on both carpet and hard floors, everything from finer flour or cornmeal to middle-sized bits like rice or oatmeal and larger cracker pieces. Let's take a look at how Tineco Pure One Station 5's vacuum performs on hard floors first. On the fine flour test, you can see it's able to suck up everything in just a single pass. With its large diameter roller brush underneath, that means you get more in each pass, which translates to less work for you. Same thing with oatmeal and crumbs, and with larger bits like cereal here, you can just adjust the vacuum height with a switch on the front to ensure you have enough clearance to inhale these, not just push them around. The remarkable thing about this vacuum too is the 120-degree wide-angle headlight that kind of reminds me of a lightsaber. It's pretty amazing how much this really helps. It lights up tiny crumbs that are all but invisible to the naked eye, like little beacons, making them much more visible so you can better see where you need to go. This feature is super impressive and it's one of my personal favorites. Moving on to carpet and rugs, fine dust is no match for this vacuum. The Pure One Station 5 vac was easily able to pull flour from down within the carpet fibers, plus it quickly whisks away other leave-ins too.
Another great feature of the Pure One Station 5 is you can convert the vacuum in 2 seconds from a full-size stick vacuum to a very capable handheld.
Just clip in either of the attachments directly to the motorized handle and you're instantly going to have a pint-sized powerhouse vacuum, which is just as powerful and just as capable as the full-size. As a handheld, it can tackle everything from sofas and chairs to other upholstery and even make quick work of spills in the car. We even used it on a recent camping trip in our van to keep all the doggy dirt from becoming a bigger mess.
One of the more common things a vacuum will find in this house is long hair. With a lot of vacuums, unless you clean them constantly, the hair tends to wrap around the brush, creating tangles and reducing performance. Tineco, though, has engineered this vacuum with a special anti-tangle design.
Take a closer look. The V-shaped roller brush is better able to whisk hair off the brush before it gets wound up, while the dual comb design untangles and lifts it into the dustbin. That makes this vacuum ideal for not just those with long-haired humans in the house, but long-haired pets too.
Usually the tedious part about vacuuming is dumping out the dustbin.
Just opening it over a trash can or tapping it out after each cleaning session can reintroduce all kinds of dust and particles back into the air. And if you're an allergy sufferer and after you've just gone to all the trouble of that filtration that we talked about earlier, that's the last thing you want. That's why Tineco built the Pure One Station for this vacuum. When you're done, the station will automatically self-clean the entire vacuum, not only emptying the dustbin, but also engaging the motorized cleaning head to ensure that's clean. Then it cleans out the extension tube too, so small bits won't become big blockages. You never need to take it apart or clean it after every use. Tineco says the Station 5 uses what's called a full-path self-cleaning process, ensuring no dust hides inside the tube or the brush. Plus, the station's large 2.5-liter eco dustbin holds days and days worth of debris and dust, and because it doesn't use a disposal bag, there's no need to buy refills. Just empty it every week or two whenever it needs it.
I want to touch on one last great feature of this vacuum, and that's that the base station is also a charging dock.
As long as you keep your vacuum docked, you'll always have a fully charged battery ready to clean your entire house. In fact, with a full battery, you should get about 70 minutes of runtime every single time you reach for it. That also gives you the option of keeping the vacuum nearby off the dock, knowing you'll have more than an hour of runtime.
Overall, Tineco has made some really great, useful improvements to this vacuum and self-cleaning and filtering dock. Let's go over both the pros and the cons so you can see if it might be a good fit for your home.
On the pro side, the cleaning power is strong and it's easily able to tackle everything from day-to-day pet hair to more challenging spills with ease. The 12 layers of filtration should be a huge boon to those with allergies. I like the fact the motorized cleaner head is height adjustable in case you need to vacuum larger pieces or if you need to get closer to carpet fibers. The vacuum was easy to set up and assemble, and it's a nice tidy package since all the accessories store in the dock. This is the kind of vacuum you won't mind leaving out in the open. The vacuum converts from stick to handheld and back in seconds, making it really versatile. With anti-tangle construction, it's ideal for homes with pets and long-haired humans. Plus, with a long battery life and automatic charging and auto-emptying, plus internal cleaning of the vacuum, you should never have to worry about lingering dust, musty smells, or tedious maintenance. And with no need for vacuum bags, you'll have zero ongoing costs. So what are the potential downsides? Some folks might find the station is quite tall and maybe difficult to place. It does also need to be near a plug, but those should be easy workarounds, particularly since the vacuum offers more than 70 minutes of runtime even when kept off the base station.
In short, I'm a new fan of the Tineco Pure One Station 5. It sells for about $459 US, and you can get one from Tineco's website. You can also try to find it on Amazon. And I would like to say one more thank you to Tineco for becoming an annual sponsor of my YouTube channel. I've reviewed probably a dozen different Tineco products and find the brand both impressive and affordable. And if you want to check out a couple of other options for cleaning carpets or washing your floors easily, you'll enjoy these reviews right now.